My dear brothers and sisters, Christian greetings to you and your loved ones. On Wednesday at 5 p.m., we heard our Prime Minister, Boris Johnson, announce that schools be closed as of today, Friday, the 20th of March. Once again, this is to curtail the spread of the coronavirus. The Prime Minister continued to say that the scheduled public exams, the GCSEs and the A-levels will not be taking place in May and June this year. Our BUC Education Director, Mrs. Gina Abekwe, has had conversations with our head teachers of all our Adventist schools and highlighted the following. Our teachers will be preparing packs for all pupils. Teachers will prepare online study for our pupils. They will ensure that where face-to-face online learning is taking place, they will adhere to safeguarding rules. Teachers will keep in touch with parents and pupils by email. And staff will continue to share learning resources and activities between our schools. Although we do not know how long this pandemic will last, I would like to join Mrs. Abekwe in thanking all our Adventist head teachers and staff for not closing our schools, but rather engaging our pupils in distance learning. I'm grateful to God for the commitment and dedication of all our pastors during this time of crisis. We met on Tuesday and explored ways of how we can be of service to our members. And even though we are not meeting physically in our churches, church service must still go on. We have asked our pastors to meet with their elders and decide how they will meet the spiritual needs of all our members. Some pastors will be recording Sabbath school lesson studies, followed by sermons, which will be shared with their members. Other pastors have prepared short devotionals for both morning and evening, which they will share with members on WhatsApp. These initiatives are commendable. You, our members, are our priority. We are paid to ensure that your needs are being met. And so please feel free to contact your pastors and share your needs with them. This whole crisis gives us an opportunity to shine as Seventh-day Adventists. While mosques, temples, and other religious places of worship are closed, people still need to hear the words of hope and encouragement. We can share our pastors' devotionals and sermons with our non-Adventist friends or contacts via WhatsApp and other social media platforms. What an opportunity this crisis has created. Our departmental leaders are also working collaboratively in response to the coronavirus. The women's ministries, health ministries, church growth, community ministries, and ADRA UK have teamed up to provide a coordinated response. Self-isolating may put many people in a vulnerable position. This includes suffering from loneliness, those unable to top up their gas or electric meters, as well as those who just need a friend. As a result, and as part of the strategy, the Women's Ministry Department is setting up a befriending service. Cornerstone Counseling already have more than 30 trained listeners and counselors that are available to listen to concerns, anxieties, and stress of our communities. ADRA UK are exploring how to connect isolated persons with their relatives, especially if they have no telecommunication devices or tablets. Our office staff here at the South England Conference will be operating a skeleton service with many staff working from home in order to prevent the spreading of infection. We are still contactable by phone and email. Tomorrow marks the commencement of our Youth Week of Prayer. Our youth director, Pastor Anthony Fuller, will be here to lead out. Our services begin at 9:45 with Sabbath school before the divine service. At 5 p.m. through to 7 p.m., I'm calling all members of the South England Conference to a time of prayer. We will have our BUC Health Ministries Director, Sharon Platt MacDonald, and our Health Ministries Director, Dr. Chidi Ngwaba. They will be here sharing information about the coronavirus while we seek God in prayer. Wherever you are, we invite you to join us for this time of prayer. For those who are fearful and anxious, let me remind you of the words of Jeremiah, who wrote in Lamentations 3, verses 22 to 26. It is of the Lord's mercies that we are not consumed, because his compassions fail not. They are new every morning. Great is thy faithfulness. The Lord is my portion, saith my soul, therefore will I hope in him. The Lord is good unto them that wait for him, to the soul that seeketh him. It is good that a man should both hope and quietly wait for the salvation of the Lord.